Have you ever noticed some people seem happy no matter what? They don't have more money. They don't have fewer problems. They don't wake up smiling every day. So what's their secret? Maybe it's not about what happens to them. Maybe it's about what they do every single day. Science has been studying happiness for decades, and the same small habits keep showing up. Most take less than 10 minutes. No expensive courses required. No fancy gadgets needed. No life makeover needed. Just small, repeatable choices. Today you'll learn 9 daily habits that boost happiness, all backed by science. 9, not 7, because 2 extra habits changed everything for me. Stay until the very end. Habit number 9 is the most powerful one. Most people ignore it completely. If you miss it, you miss the biggest happiness booster on this list. Let's begin. Habit 1 is gratitude. Imagine 2 people waking up on the same morning. One grabs their phone and scrolls bad news. One spends a minute thinking of 3 things they're thankful for. Who starts the day feeling lighter? Obviously the second person. Gratitude retrains your brain. It stops asking what's wrong. It starts asking what's already good. Ask yourself what made you smile yesterday. Ask who helped you recently. Ask what you have that you once wished for. Tiny questions create a huge impact. One study found gratitude journaling for just 2 weeks lifted mood significantly. You don't need a fancy journal. A sticky note works fine. Even saying it out loud works. Try it right now. Think of one thing you're grateful for today. See how that feels. That's the whole habit. Habit 2 is moving your body. You don't need 2 hours at the gym. Even a 10-minute walk changes your mood. Movement releases endorphins and serotonin. These are your brain's natural happiness boosters. Sitting all day makes your mind foggy. A short walk brings fresh air and sunlight. You return calmer and more optimistic. That's biology, not magic. Dance while you clean. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Stretch between work tasks. Walk after dinner instead of sitting on the couch. Every small movement counts. Research shows even light exercise lowers symptoms of anxiety. You're not training for a marathon. You're just telling your brain, I'm alive. Habit 3 is reducing phone time. How many times do you check your phone without thinking? 10? 30, 50. Every notification gives your brain a dopamine hit. Your brain adapts fast. Then real life starts to feel boring. Less screen time improves focus and lowers anxiety. Keep your phone away during meals. Don't check it the moment you wake up. Turn off notifications you don't need. Try a phone-free hour before bed. It feels strange at first. Then it feels like freedom. Presence is where happiness lives. Habit 4 is one small act of kindness. Hold the door for someone. Send a friend a thoughtful message. Helping others activates your brain's reward centers. Scientists call it the helper's high. Kindness spreads from person to person. One smile can inspire another. One compliment can change someone's entire day. You don't need grand gestures. Thank a stranger. Encourage a coworker. Check in on someone who's been quiet lately. Tiny actions create massive emotional rewards. Habit 5 is protecting your sleep. Sleep is when your brain repairs itself. It organizes memories. It balances your emotions. Without enough sleep, small problems feel huge. Your patience disappears. Even good moments are harder to enjoy. Turn off screens 30 minutes before bed. Keep your room cool and quiet. Sleep at the same time every night. Think of sleep as charging a broken phone battery. No matter how good the phone is, it never reaches full power. Your brain works the same way. Better sleep means a happier brain. Habit 6 is practicing mindfulness. Take 5 minutes to simply breathe. Notice the sounds around you. Notice your breath moving in and out. Mindfulness quiets a racing mind. It brings you back to the present moment. The present moment is the only place happiness actually happens. Even one mindful breath can reset your mood. You don't need an app or a class. Just stop and notice for 60 seconds. That's it. Habit 7 is building meaningful relationships. Think of your happiest memory. Chances are you weren't alone. Strong relationships predict long-term happiness more than anything else. Not wealth, not fame, not success, just connection. Call your parents, meet an old friend, eat a meal without your phone on the table. Listen instead of waiting to speak. One real conversation beats hours of scrolling. Memories are built through moments, not likes. Now here's a habit almost nobody talks about. Habit 8 is spending time in nature. Even 10 minutes outside can lower stress hormones. Trees, grass, open sky. They all calm your nervous system. City parks work just as well as forests. Sit under a tree during lunch. Watch the sunset instead of a screen. Walk somewhere green instead of somewhere paved. Nature doesn't demand anything from you. That's exactly why it helps you relax. Studies show people who spend more time outdoors report higher life satisfaction. You don't need a mountain. A backyard works. A single tree works. And now, the habit I told you not to miss. Habit 9 is self-compassion. Think about how you talk to yourself when you make a mistake. Would you say those same words to a friend? Probably not. Most people are their own harshest critic. But harsh self-talk doesn't make you improve faster. It just makes you feel worse. Self-compassion means treating yourself the way you'd treat someone you love. When you mess up, try saying, "That's okay, I'm learning." Instead of, "I'm so stupid." That one sentence changes everything. Research shows self-compassion reduces anxiety and increases resilience. It doesn't make you lazy, it makes you steadier, because you can't pour happiness from an empty, exhausted cup. This habit ties every other habit together. Gratitude, movement, less scrolling, kindness, sleep, mindfulness, connection, nature. None of them stick if you're constantly beating yourself up. Self-compassion is the soil everything else grows in. That's why it's the one people skip. And that's exactly why it matters most. Let's bring it all together. Practice gratitude every morning. Move your body. Reduce your phone time. Be kind to others. Protect your sleep. Practice mindfulness. Build meaningful relationships. Spend time in nature and be kind to yourself. 9 habits. None of them cost money. None need special talent. None need perfect timing. They only need one decision. The decision to start. Imagine following these for the next 30 days. You'll likely feel calmer, more energetic, less stressed, more connected, and genuinely happier, not because life suddenly became perfect, but because your brain learned to focus on what matters. Happiness isn't found one day out of nowhere. It's built one small habit at a time. So here's your challenge. Don't try all 9 at once. Choose just one. Practice it today. Tomorrow, do it again. Small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary results. Maybe you start with gratitude. Maybe you start with a walk. Maybe you start by being kinder to yourself. It doesn't matter which one. It only matters that you start. The happiest version of yourself isn't years away. It might be one habit away, one decision away, one morning away. Think back to the person from the beginning of this video, the one who seemed happy no matter what. They weren't lucky. They weren't different from you. They just practiced these small things, consistently, quietly, every day. Nobody saw the mornings of gratitude. Nobody saw the short walks. Nobody saw the kind words to themselves in private. But those quiet choices added up, and eventually they became who that person is. The same thing can happen for you. Not overnight, not perfectly, just consistently. So here's what I want you to do right now. Pause the video for 10 seconds. Pick one habit from this list. Just one. Say it out loud if you have to. Now commit to doing it today, not tomorrow. Today, because motivation fades, but small actions, repeated, become identity. And identity is what actually changes a life. You don't need to be a different person. You just need to build these habits, one at a time. Gratitude, movement, less scrolling, kindness, sleep, mindfulness, connection, nature, self-compassion. 9 small doors. Any one of them leads to a lighter life. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it today. Your future self is already thanking you. Start with one habit. Start today, not someday, today. Let me tell you about someone who tried this. Her name doesn't matter. What she did does. She was stressed, tired, and constantly on her phone. She felt behind in life. She didn't change everything overnight. She picked one habit first: gratitude. Just 3 things every morning. Nothing else changed that first week. But she noticed something. Small moments felt slightly brighter. So she added a 10-minute walk. Then she put her phone away during meals. Each habit stacked on the last. By week 3, she was sleeping better. By week 4, she called her mom for the first time in months. Nothing dramatic happened in her life. No lottery win, no overnight success. Just 9 small doors opened one at a time. She said it best herself. I didn't become happier. I became someone who noticed happiness that was already there. That's the real secret. Never about adding more to your life. It's about noticing what's already in it and building small habits that help you see it clearly. That's what these 9 habits actually do. They don't create happiness from nothing. They reveal it.